No, it's a cult. 100% it's a cult. Like, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, then black people, come on. They're deceiving you. It's so obvious that even Stevie Wonder can see it. Like, all right, y'all, we got to talk about this, man. I didn't want my page to become an LDS page, filled with all this LDS Mormon content, but it seems to be the content that you guys really want to hear about because my small little YouTube channel doesn't get many views. But some reason, whenever I talk about the church or my conversion story, you guys want to hear about it, and that gets the most views. And so I'm going to keep talking about it. You guys obviously have interest there. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. By the way, this is my first time doing like a vlog style. Actually, not my first time, but vlog style, like with this kind of content. And so let me know if you like it. Anyways, why did I join the church knowing it had such a negative history with black people? Answer is simple. I'll give you both answers, but I'll give you the short and the longer version. So the short version is because God told me to, man, because I received a really strong message from God that this is the church that I should join. And I've talked a lot about it. You guys heard it in every video. You've probably seen me talk about the church where I talk about that strange feeling that I got. That there was like a feeling of joy, not anxiety, but like excitement, joy, warmth, happiness, all these different things, right? Beautiful feelings to have. I talk a lot about that, and I know now that that was a feeling of the Spirit. But I don't talk about a lot of the studying that I did that led up to that, and I think that's very important because I've seen in the comments some people will say, oh, it's just a feeling. He just got a feeling. The feeling was the cherry on top. Really, it was a lot of studying that went into it. I talked to a lot of different people in the church, of course. I didn't just do Googles because when I did my Googles, man, it wasn't looking too good. You know what I'm saying? But then later I found out it was a bunch of LDS websites and this, that, and the third, whatever. So there was a lot of studying involved, man, a lot of scripture reading, a lot of prayer, a lot of that. And I really believe he had to give me a feeling so direct, so strong, so obvious. I couldn't deny it, because if he didn't give me that, if he gave me more of a covert feeling, I might not have picked up on it. It might not have been strong enough for me to bypass my, at the time, very negative feelings about the church and its history with black people. Like, I think it had to be so strong, that feeling of the Spirit, that it was like I couldn't deny it. And then I had to go and figure out the other stuff afterwards. Like, I really feel like that's what happened. So anyways, I don't talk enough about the prayer and the scripture reading that went in before that. So let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about black people being cursed. Let's talk about it, man. Why are people getting weird, bro? I get it. It's a sensitive topic, whatever, but it doesn't have to be, man. Just talk about it, bro. Listen, here's the thing, man. I'm just gonna lay it out real simple and plain. The prophets are not perfect, bro. They're people. They're human beings just like us. Just because they're a prophet doesn't mean they can't make mistakes. And there's errors that happen everywhere, all the time. I think that people put too much on that when they say, well, the prophets, you have to listen to every single thing they say. I'm not saying to rebel. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that they're human beings, bro. From time to time, they're gonna have mistakes to happen. And I'm not just trying to bypass the whole priesthood ban as if it was like, oh, just a little mistake. It was a long time. It was decades. Like, I get it. It was a long freaking time. But we gotta understand where that came from. That origin of that was not God ordained. I do not believe it was God ordained. I think it was the flaw of a man who made comments and remarks that happened to align with what the rest of the country thought, and that's why it stuck for so long. Number one, let me tell you this though. The prophet that it came from was not Joseph Smith. It was from Brigham Young. Joseph Smith was an abolitionist. Joseph Smith was all about equality. In fact, so much so, fun fact for you, he treated black people and Native Americans as equals, so much that other white people were looking at him sideways like, yo, whose team are you on? Are you with us or are you with them? Like, you can't have both ways. Whose jersey are you rocking right now? Like, you can't have both on. And they kicked him out of the group. They said he was deemed not white. That's crazy. So Joseph Smith wasn't the one prophesying and preaching these different things about inequality and black skin curse and this and that. Joseph Smith gave the priesthood to a lot of black people in that day, in this time, right? So we can just remove that off the table. A lot of this came from comments from Brigham Young, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not here to go crazy on Brigham Young and just say some wild stuff, but let's just call a spade, man. He said some things that were definitely questionable. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, then you might as well just click off this video because you need to develop some rhino skin. Anyways, moving on. So, the prophets are not perfect, man. Like, it is what it is. I'll give you one quick example on that. I don't want to get my small little page canceled or flagged, so I'm going to say Maxine. You know what I really want to say, the thing in your arm? Yeah, Maxine, right? So a couple years ago, our prophet said that, hey, he recommends that we make friends with Maxine, and that Maxine would actually help a lot of people. Like, she's an awesome girl. And some members made friends with Maxine and some didn't. They were like, I don't want to hang out with her. We don't jive right. I don't like her personality, her worldviews, her values, right? I don't want to make friends with her. It's like, when he says to go make friends with Maxine, that prophecy technically aged like milk, if we're being honest. Like, because I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it's kind of like the information is out there, the science is out there, the results, the statistics are out there, where they say that, you know, certain illnesses and cancers and sicknesses are up 500% because of this friendship you made with Maxine. So anyways, that prophecy didn't age well. Now, a lot of members didn't make friends with Maxine. Why? Because we have the information nowadays to push back and say, yeah, I get it. I get what he's saying. He's coming from a perspective of care. Like, he wants everyone to be safe and protected and not have to worry about this illness that's plaguing the country and the world right now, right? Not even the country, the freaking world. So that's where he's coming from. That's where that is coming from. It's not from a place of harm, like trying to ill will or trying to harm us. But regardless, harm was still happening. So now people have information to push back on it. Back then, when Brigham Young's making his comments about black people, it just so happened that what he was saying aligned perfectly with what the whole country thought. Like, it's not like Mormons were like the ones that were exclusively talking about black people were not equal. Nah, brother, we ain't not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna say it like that, bro. That's not what we're gonna do. Every church, every school, every grocery store, every swimming pool, every whatever you want to say, bro, none of them rocked with us at all. They were all talking about the same thing. Black people are less than. All white people in every church denomination, every freaking school, they were all taught that black people were inferior to them. So we're not gonna sit here and act like that was exclusively a LDS thing. Like, no. We're not doing that, bro. I'm not saying it's right. It's absolutely wrong. But to act like that wasn't the reflection of the entire country at the time, it's like, come on, bro. So now you're saying, Leighton, hold up, bro. Okay, I get what you're saying, maybe for in the beginning. But what about later on? And, you know what I'm saying? It lasted for so long. You're right about that. It lasted way too freaking long. It took way too long. And to be honest, I don't have an answer for that. I don't know why it took so freaking long. What I think, though, again, this is all what I think. I'm not, you know, church representative by any means. But what I think, though, is that people thought if they just outright said the prophet was wrong about this, that the whole, like, the trust in the prophet would just crumble and diminish, because it's like, if he was wrong about that, what else is he wrong about? And people, you know, they go into frenzies. Everything gets chaotic, right? So I don't know, maybe it was something like that. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Someone in the comments for sure will educate me. I'm positive on it. But I don't know, man. I don't really have an answer for that. Let's go get this workout, though. Yeah, buddy. Let there be light. All right, we got to get this workout in, man. So hold on, I'm going to set you guys up right here, something like that. We're going to work arms today, man, because, you know, every day is arm day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work arms, like, every day for an entire year until something happens, man, because my arms are too small, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of embarrassing, but I got to step it up, all right? This working? Anyways, hope you guys can hear me all right. Let's get this warm up. I left off. Put a counter on that. Y'all tell me. Let's get y'all set up right here. So another thing, man, I don't believe that black people come from the curse of Cain, the whole black skin curse. Like, nah, I'm not going for that. I don't think that verse was meant to be taken so literally. I think that there's so many things in the scriptures, whether you're talking about the Bible, the Book of Mormon, you're talking about, I mean, whatever. There's so many scriptures in there that are not meant to be taken so literally. There's a reason the word allegory exists. And that's a lot of the scriptures. Like when God says, I am the light, he doesn't literally mean he's a 75-watt light bulb lighting up the world. But y'all really think that. It's a metaphor. Yeah. Low key. It's getting a little toasty, man. Let me hit a couple dips real quick. We honestly, man, just getting a little circuit. You know, I just got to get warmed up a little bit more. Get to it. Hit a couple dips. What's the angle looking like? Should I put it right there? It don't really matter, man. Let's get to work, man. We taking too long.
Authentic is the name from that sunshine state.
So yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really have a whole lot more to say. Besides, I'm gonna actually share a story of what actually helped me. What really helped me was I went to my nephew's baptism one year. I think it was in 2021, I wanna say. So this is a couple years after I already got baptized. And the timeline matters because I saw someone in the comments one time, they were like, wait, you said Word Radio helped you with some content they put out that helped you with church history. How is that possible? You got baptized in 2017. They didn't start what was called Midnight Mormons at the time until 2021. Dude, I was in the church for a while, struggling with the issue with Black history, right? It was like a couple of years. I still held on to that strong testimony, but I never got that answer. I never really got that closure that I needed to be like, yes, this is where I belong 100%. Because also, just because I had a beautiful testimony, that's great. But like my reality around me, even though I loved everyone in my ward family, my brothers and sisters, like they was cool, but I'm the only Black dude there. Like I made this reference before. I was just one little cocoa pebble floating in a sea of milk. There was only one other Black person at the time. He doesn't go there anymore. I don't know if he's active or what. I have no idea what happened to Michael, but brother Michael, another Black guy there, the other Black guy there, there's only two of us. It was not even reassuring to have him there because he was kind of off. Michael was kind of off. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like Michael was cool, but like it kind of seemed like, y'all seen the movie Get Out? You know, he almost had like when I talked to him, he like had like a look in his eyes. Like it was like, he's under mind control or something, like this like frozen look. And that didn't make me feel good at all. I was like, bro, that's making me feel worse, Michael. Like what's wrong with you, brother? Like blink twice. So that didn't really make me feel good. But anyways, I digress. We're going to my nephew's baptism. Gotta get this pump going, man. My bad. I'm letting the pump go away. Gotta get back to work. We're getting ready to go to my nephew's baptism, right? It's in my in-laws ward. They're in another ward, like maybe like 40 minutes away from us. We drive over there. I walk in, we sit down, and the gentleman presiding over the meeting is a brother named Mowley. Mowley's Black, and he's not like Michael. He's very smooth. He's charismatic. He's making little jokes up there. He's, talking about how beautiful decision that my nephew Elijah is making right now. It's going to be an awesome experience. The rest of your life is going to be blessed forever. All this stuff, right? And it's just such a beautiful talk he's giving. And I got this really strong feeling again that I'm sitting there and I'm listening to him speak. And I'm like, dude, I got to talk to this guy after the baptism's over. I have to talk to him. Whole baptism goes through. It's time to just kind of like, say congratulations and all that stuff. I want to say congratulations to my nephew real quick. Like, hey, congratulations, man, that's beautiful. And I'm like trying to find Mally before he leaves. Now I go and try and find him. He ended up leaving before I got to see him. And so I never got to talk to him, have that conversation. But anyways, I looked him up because I had this strong feeling again. You got to find out who this gentleman is. So I find out his name, look him up on Instagram. And I find out that he's an author of a book called I'm a Child of God, him and his wife. I find out that he has his family, the Bonner family, they have Bonner family choir. They sing hymns, and a lot of times they put like a little spin on it, a little Black flavor, you know what I'm saying? A little sauce on it. I like that. Shout out. And then I find out that he's the director and creator of this movie called His Name is Green Flake. And His Name is Green Flake is essentially a movie that talks a lot about Black history in the church. Like we're talking the farthest back you could possibly ever document, right? So I'm finding out all this stuff about this guy, and he talks a lot about Black issues in the church, and he wants to get, Black people represented in a different way. He wants to tell the story of what really happened. He wants to get a statue built of Green Flake, who is the main character in that movie. He wants to get a statue of him, a monument put up, I think at the Salt Lake Temple in Utah. Like he wants to do all this awesome stuff for the community. And I'm like, dang, this is dope, right? Anyways, I struggled for a long time, like kind of what we call suffering in silence for a long time until I found out who Mowley was. Hold on, man, I'm talking too much. We got to get back to this, man. Hold on. Hold that thought real quick, because I completely was talking way too much. Who the heck was doing this? Sheesh, they was pressing the whole rack. Not me. I think I was too light. I shouldn't have been able to do that many reps. Let me give you guys a lesson real quick for anybody that needs to work out. And when I say anybody that needs to work out, I mean everybody that needs to work out, because I believe everybody needs to work out, male, female. Take care of your health, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever age you are, get healthy. You feel me? Especially if you remember watching this video, man. You know the body's a temple. I know I got tattoos. This is before I got baptized, you know what I'm saying? Africa looking mad rigid. You see what I'm saying? The gains coming in. Ooh. Anyways, let me focus, man. I'm not even big like that. Yeah, man, get in the gym. A lesson for you. If you can do that many reps, that was way too light. You want to be like, get 10 to 12 reps where you're like on that 12th rep, you're like you can't go any farther. What up, everybody? Listen, I got to add this clip in there, man, because after I watched the video, I literally uploaded it to YouTube. I was watching it through. I was like, I got to add something. It's missing something. You probably noticed in this clip, my beard's a little shorter. But anyways, I wanted to add this, man. Number one, obviously I talked about it enough, but I want to reiterate the fact that I wrestled with the idea of joining in the church in the first place because of how I was raised. Raised with two Black parents, and not just two Black parents that were whitewashed, but two Black parents that were proud to be Black. You feel me? And that's why I'm proud to be Black. And I was raised that way, right? And so anytime I heard anything about racism, prejudice, discrimination, anything like that, automatic turn off, my dude. Automatic. You're done, son, if I heard that. So that was the hardest part for me with the church. Immediately when I heard that, I said, nah, no way, bro. And then I watched that Jeremiah Films video, that cartoon, the LDS Mormon, band
cartoon, which is another video too, man. Now, when I saw that video, let me just explain my thoughts when I saw that video, bro. I was freaking terrified. I literally texted my girlfriend at the time. I said, hell no, I ain't joining this church, bro. Are you serious? The cartoon literally goes from like, it's a white dude, and then all of a sudden it just like, the camera like goes dark for a second, and then he transforms into a black guy, and that's how they came to be about. That's how the Negro race came to be. I said, oh, hell no, there's no freaking way. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was good meeting you though. You know what I'm saying? But actually, you know what's crazy about that video? I found out that the animator who made that was a Jewish guy. No shade to Jewish people. I'm not trying to, you know, get flagged for saying anything about them. But the fact is he is a Jewish man who animated that cartoon. And I guess he made a video. He felt really bad. Like I guess he got interviewed or something. He felt really bad about making that video and said that he lied a lot, you know, about the things he put in there and whatever. And so anyways, not the freaking point, but I thought that was interesting when I saw that, because I was like, dang, bro, when I saw that freaking terrified me. That did a lot of damage to me, bro. I was like, nah, I ain't interested into the church, bro. Like there's no way, bro. So anyways, the cartoon's fake if you guys have seen it. I think it's got like 14, 15 million views, whatever. So you've probably seen it. A lot of stuff in there is false. But that's another thing too about our church, someone else's church, Muslim church, whatever. A lot of times you're not hearing it from the right people who don't know what they're talking about. So keep that in mind, man. Anyways, let me get back to the topic at hand, brother. I struggled with not having answers. I said, this doesn't make sense. How does this make sense? God is not racist, right? I struggled with that. But then I had to do a lot of studying to learn, you know, what the truth was, what was real, what was fake, what was allegory, what was reality, what was, you know, what was actually based in truth, what was, you know, whatever, right? I learned all this stuff, right? And then also discovering different black people that were making content about this. Shout out to brothers in the foyer. Man, I know you watching this, y'all. Appreciate you guys. Love my brothers over there. I'm gonna link all their stuff in the bio too, so you can watch, you know, the videos, because I'm giving you like the highlight reel, kind of what I learned and what my understanding is. But these guys are super, super intelligent and super just like, they got a really awesome knowledge of the church and the gospel. And so I want you to watch their breakdowns, because a lot of times they'll go a lot more in depth. I'm just trying to give you a quick 20-minute video of what I understand of this. So yeah, so I find out all these people. Oh yeah, shout out to Darius Gray. Darius Gray is another gentleman. I believe Darius passed away some years ago, but I started watching his videos as well. A black man who joined the church prior to the priesthood ban being lifted, where black people or black men were not worthy of the priesthood. They weren't able to get it. He joined the church prior to that ban being lifted. He tells a story about why he joined and, you know, the hardship and the struggles that he went through. So man, I just learned all these different things, and I said, this is crazy, bro. Like, this is like, I needed that. I needed to see that someone else felt the way I felt. I needed to see other black people in the church. A lot of times, man, we have to see that, man. Like, listen, I love all the white members. I love all the freaking Hispanic members. My wife's Mexican. I love everybody, all the walks of life. Like, I gotta see someone who looks like me, baby. I gotta see my brothers. I gotta see my sisters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's brothers and sisters in the church, but I need to see brothers, sisters. I need to see that. Maybe I got to go to a church building out in LA. I'm going to check it out. So when I started to see that, I was like, man, that's what's up. Like, I was a little bit more receptive to hearing what their story. Like, I needed that. It was literally like I was dehydrated and I just got this freaking Gatorade and I'm just chugging. I'm like, actually, I feel like replenished. My thirst was quenched, if you will. What else, man? Also, understanding this, that the church is growing at such a rapid rate, man. Like, all over the world, all these different black places, like countries and continents, like freaking all over Africa, man. The church is growing crazy. Temples being built all over Africa in all different countries, right? Brazil, all different black members joining in Brazil. Canada, black members there. The Caribbean islands, black members there. Like, the diaspora runs deep, my friend. I know you know that, but I gotta tell you, like, it's crazy. Like, temples being built everywhere, church buildings being built everywhere, black people being baptized everywhere. Are you listening? Anyways, man. Nah, I'm just excited, bro, because like it took me so long to like get these answers. So I'm just trying to help somebody out, maybe watching this. Maybe a black, you know, person's watching this with like, man, the church is racist, bro. The proof's in the pudding, bro. It's right there in the face, brother. Listen, man, I'm gonna call Dr. Umar on you, bro. This brother's lost his way. He's lost his way. What's going on, brother? Listen, man, we could do different things, man. It's all good. I could believe in this. You could believe in whatever you believe in. It's all good. It's all love. I just don't like when we tear people down. We tear each other down when we talk about this brother's lost, this brother's a coon, this brother's an Uncle Tom, whatever. Listen, man, I'm not here for none of that. I'm just sharing my experience and what I've learned, how good it makes me feel. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, bro. Whatever makes you feel good, go for it. As long as it's not harming anybody, hurting anybody, yeah. I found where I'm supposed to be because I was spoken to. And I hope one day that you find that as well. So yeah, man, hundreds of thousands of black members joining the church. And it's so awesome, man. Like the black population is just growing at a rapid rate. And I freaking love that. I'm so excited. But yeah, man, you know, a lot of times, you know, because I talked about all these other places where black members are joining. What about America? I think the issue is freaking American history. We are built on racism and prejudice and discrimination. So whenever we Americans hear something or someone is racist, prejudice, or whatever, we're not even listening to it, right? Because we got a different perspective than some of these other places. Yeah, everywhere deals with racism and these different issues. But America is like, the American Negro is very triggered and not trying to hear anything about racism, discrimination, anything like that. We ain't playing that at all. It is what it is. I probably shouldn't even say that. Hey, but it's true, bro. You know it's true. Hey, listen, I just want people to be more open and yeah, just love each other, bro. You don't gotta call Dr. Umar on me. I'm still me. I'm still black. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of feel like I'm all over the place right now. I'll just say this. I appreciate you guys watching. Little tip for you when you're working arms, biceps specifically. Biceps are like a light switch. When you walk into a room and you turn the light on in the room, you leave the light on until you leave the room, right? That's exactly how you should work arms. When you're working your biceps, you should be flexing your biceps the entire time while you're moving the weight. You only stop flexing when you put the weight back down. That's if you want max bicep stimulation, activation. Oh, I'm feeling it. It's activated. Eesh. Holy. Anyways, man. All right. I appreciate you watching this video. I'm going to get back to the workout, but I'm going to end it with this. Me personally, I don't care what religion you believe in, what church you go to. I think it's beautiful the fact that we're all just trying to find our way back home. Whether you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, whether you're Orthodox, Christian, Baptist, Muslim, Jewish, I think it's all a beautiful thing, man. Did I leave anybody out? Hindu, Buddhist. Listen, man, it's all a beautiful thing, man. It's different walks of life, but we're all doing the same thing. Universally, I mean, it's pretty much the fundamentals are the same. Be a nice person, do good for others, service-wise. Make sure you pray and read your scriptures and just try and be as holy as possible. So anyways, man, shout out to y'all. I hope to see some good feedback in the comments. Let me know if you like this vlog style content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.